Elvis the icon remains popular worldwide. The man himself is far more interesting. For some, he's never left. For others, he has yet to be discovered. Come join me. It's time to have a little more conversation about Elvis.
Some convincing to get him to the 69 opening show in Vegas. Would he leave as an Elvis fan?
So as a non-Elvis fan, what were your thoughts on Elvis before the 2022 movie?
I recognize Elvis as a well-known figure, similar to many in my generation. However, his music has never resonated with me, and still doesn't to this day. I can listen to it in a group setting, but it wouldn't be my choice.
Now that you know a little more about him, do you think he impacted music and culture in a way that no other artist has, or do you think it would have happened anyway?
I really believe that Elvis is an exceptional artist, but to say there wouldn't be another entertainer like him, if he hadn't existed, is kind of naive. The world is vast, filled with countless individuals, each with their own unique skills. Eventually, another artist would have emerged and shaken up the music scene in their own way and turned the music world on its head.
Is there anything that I may have told you, any little tidbits about his life, music, or personality that surprised you about him?
One thing that I learned that really surprised me about Elvis is how he took care of everyone around him, maybe even to a fault, sometimes to the detriment of his own wealth and maybe even health.
Have you been impressed with anything in his personal life or career?
I was impressed by the '68 comeback special, a man reclaiming his title, his stance on political issues.
He was smart to keep to himself until it was too important not to. When he made a bold statement with "If I Could Dream."
Now that you have experienced a little bit of the Elvis world during our Vegas trip last week, what are your thoughts about the Elvis community?
I was really surprised by how diverse the age groups were in the community I encountered during our trip to Vegas. It made me realize just how much of an influence he has, even on new fans these days.
How about the concert? About Elvis himself.
I thought the concert was good for someone. Being me not having any so-called skin in the Elvis game, I wouldn't know or understand if the show was subpar or phenomenal. Just that the entertainer looked somewhat like Elvis and even sounded like Elvis. What more can you ask for?
Do you have a better understanding about the connection that I have now? Do you understand now what the appeal is?
I now know and understand your connection. What brought it all back out of you at 47 years old? The connection to your mom because of Elvis, and how much the friends made in the community mean to you. There is no community like it anywhere in the world. Not for an artist that has been gone this long now.
Do you think the negativity that surrounds Elvis, especially in the later part of his life, is warranted? Do you think had he done anything differently that he would have lived a longer life? Or do you think he was meant to be here for the short time to make the impact he did?
I think the negativity only comes from those hurt by him, no longer being here, or by those who never understood the appeal. I'm sure that if he had more control of his own career, he would have lived longer. Stress and being used for others' benefit, I'm sure, played a major role in the decision and path he chose.
Are you exhausted by the obsession? What advice would you give other significant others who may not understand it? You lived through my other obsessions and felt this one was different. In what way?
And I was exhausted before I understood the obsession. I wanted it to end because I thought the obsession would fade as the new movie became less relevant in the theaters. But then you explained how it pulled you up out of grief, which I understand. A word of advice I would give is, there is no harm in taking something in with your wife. You may even get a kick out of the folks they have befriended from this community. I was surprised and even enjoyed my conversations and interactions with Amy's Elvis friends. This obsession is different because of social media. Outlets used to express yourself for all to see. It goes beyond the love of one man. He's just the center of it all.